You want to know the best gift you could give us? Removing yourself from this family. Tonight.
Mom, don't make this a scene. It's our wedding weekend.
Everyone would just be more comfortable if you weren't here.
This is exactly what I mean. Your negativity has made this entire process harder every single day. So do us a favor and just go before you ruin the rehearsal dinner too.
Honestly, once we're married, things are going to change around here. This family needs less you. Ethan and I have a vision, and it doesn't include someone dragging us down.
A vision, yes. I can see how much you've planned.
Honestly, once we're married, things are going to change around here. This family needs less you. Ethan and I have a vision, and it doesn't include someone dragging us down.
A vision, yes. I can see how much you've planned. You know what? You're right. I should go. I should go before I forget what I'm worth.
There's the drama. Bye, Eleanor.
Finally, let's just enjoy the night.
Margaret, I'm sorry to call so late. I need you to pull every document from the house purchase, all of it, tonight. The deed, the financing, the ownership split, everything with my name on it. I'll wait.
35%?
That's right. 35% of that house is in my name. I put down the deposit, I co-signed every page. They didn't throw out a guest tonight, Margaret. Let me be very clear about what they actually did. Every charge for this wedding is under my name. The venue, the catering, the flowers, the dress, all of it, my accounts. Cancel every single one of them, tonight. Start the process now. Let's see how the vision holds up when none of it is paid for. You know what they called negativity, Margaret? I asked one question. I asked my son to sign a simple prenup to protect what his father built. That was it. I saw exactly what she was the day she told him to stop taking my calls. I wasn't being negative, I was being his mother. I built my late husband's company into what it is. I have signed away a great many things in my life. My dignity will not be one of them. One more thing, Margaret. First thing in the morning, I want the ownership of that house formally reviewed, all of it. They wanted me out of this family. Let's find out what they still have once everything with my name on it is gone. By tomorrow morning, they're going to learn precisely what I was worth, starting with...
Eleanor didn't drive away. She sat in the dark and finished the call, and by the time she hung up, the wedding was already gone. They just didn't know yet. Upstairs, behind the glass, Madison was still dancing, Ethan was still pouring, and somewhere in a quiet office across town, Margaret was already sending the first email that would erase all of it. The venue went first, then the catering, then the florist, who'd been paid a deposit that was about to reverse. One by one, every charge Eleanor had quietly covered for 8 months started to unwind, and none of it made a sound in that bright upstairs window where two people toasted a future that no longer had a bill paid for it. Eleanor watched them clink their glasses. She didn't smile. She wasn't doing this for the pleasure of it. She was doing it because a woman who has spent her life being generous will eventually meet people who mistake her generosity for weakness, and the only way to teach them the difference is to take the generosity away. Here's the part that actually hurt her, the part no one in that house would ever understand. The thing they called negativity was love. Months ago, she'd sat her son down and asked him gently to sign a prenup, not to insult his bride, but to protect the company his father died building. That was the whole crime. And instead of hearing a mother trying to protect her son, they heard an obstacle, and they set about removing her one cold comment at a time until his fiancé felt comfortable enough to point a finger in her face and call her exit a gift. She wasn't angry that they were cruel. She was heartbroken that her own son had learned to see her as a checkbook with opinions, so she stopped being the checkbook. By morning, the venue was cancelled, the vendors were refunding deposits, and the ownership of the house they'd thrown her out of was under formal review, 35% of it hers, by deed and paper. The couple who wanted her gone were about to discover that when she left, everything she'd been silently holding up left with her. And the son who forgot what his mother was worth was going to spend a very long time calculating the exact figure. Here's what's worth sitting with tonight. Eleanor would have given them everything. The house, the wedding, the company someday, all of it, freely, if they'd only treated her like a person instead of a problem. The money was never the thing she was protecting. It was her dignity, and they gambled it on the assumption that she needed them more than they needed her. So ask yourself honestly about the quiet, generous people in your own life, the ones who never demand credit, who just keep giving. What makes you so sure they'll keep giving forever? And what do you think actually happens the day one of them finally decides they've had enough?